Thanks for watching Roland Digs It, the channel about everything I, Roland, dig. And it is also the only YouTube channel that is giving away a G-Shock watch. Make sure I'm holding that the right way. Yes, the G-Shock watch every single month. And all you have to do in order to be entered to win the G-Shock watch is like and subscribe. That's it. Just like and subscribe or comment down below and let me know what you think about today's video. And I'll make sure that your name is included in the raffle. The drawing for this watch is going to be held on March the 1st of 2025. If you're watching this video anytime after that, it sucks to be you. Look out for the next drawing because I'm going to do this all year in 2025. That's right. I'm giving away a watch every single month this year in 2025. I'm going to keep on doing this. You have supported the channel so much last year in 2024 that we're going to keep this party going. That's all I got to say about that. Today's video is going to be about the best travel watch that you can buy. I'm not talking about a Garmin. I'm not talking about an Apple Watch or a Samsung Gear. We're talking about a real, true wristwatch, a GMT wristwatch at that. In my opinion, the best. And why? Because this is mine. I own this watch. Got this watch about 3 years ago. This is the Seiko SBGN003 GMT Quartz. Yes, I said quartz. I know. Right now, the Rolex guys are laughing. The Casio guys are confused, and the Apple guys don't even know that this exists. But the Seiko is one of those watch brands that kind of like opens up the doors to elusive watch collecting clubs where, you know, people really do know what it is. They see it and they're just like, oh, that is a nice Seiko. You, my friend, you have class, and I would like you to be in our group. Please come over here and join our group of watch collecting enthusiasts. Maybe it's not like that, but it will spur conversation in watch groups or with just people in general, and they wonder what it is. Not very many people know about Seiko. A lot of people confuse it with just a regular Seiko, and that's fine. But this particular one, the SBGN003, and it comes in a couple different colors. There's a black, like what we have here. There's a dark blue, and then there's that slate gray one. The black one is the one I opted for. I just really liked the pop of color on this, on the GMT hand where it says GMT on the scroll writing on the bottom there. And I just liked the overall look. I liked the Zaratsu polishing. And that brings me to the 5 things that I really like, or 5 things that I dig about the Seiko. And I'm going to go over them now. I'm going to turn the camera around so that way we can see the Seiko in all of its glory. So let's start with the accuracy of this watch. This is the most accurate GMT you'll ever own. The Seiko has a 9F86 quartz movement, but it's not a basic, crappy quartz like you would think that is just in every dime store watch. This one gains or loses. Get this, it will gain or lose no more than about 10 seconds a year. I have set this watch maybe twice since I've owned it in 3 years, and it's really the only times I've had to set it, to be honest with you, is because when I've gone to change the GMT hand, I've screwed up the minutes and I didn't put it back at the right spot. So that's pretty much the only reason why I've had to reset the time or mess with the time. That, and then daylight saving time, sometimes the date will get out of whack, and so I'll have to go back in there and I'll have to set the date, and you have to move the hour hand to do that, and sometimes I kind of screw that up a little bit too. Watch how the date changes. It's just so smooth. Again, it has to do with the accuracy of it. Boom. Did you see that? It changed almost like a digital clock. It's just so crazy. There's no like slow flip. It's an instantaneous just flip to the next date. Let's do that one more time. There's noon. Now let's go to midnight. Here it comes. Get ready for it. Isn't that awesome? So this is an extremely accurate watch. It's more accurate than any Rolex, Omega, or any kind of mechanical watch really for that matter. So being that it's a true GMT function, you can adjust the local hour hand and not mess with your GMT hour. So I'm gonna move the GMT hour straight down to noon. That's with the orange hand pointing straight down at the 6 o'clock position. That's actually 12 noon, and it'll be 12 noon during the day because as you can see, There's that silver coloring right here, which means it is daytime, and the inside of the dial, the rehaut. And then at the top, you can see up here, it's black, letting you know it's nighttime. So we're going to adjust that GMT hand straight down to noon. Now, it's at noon, right there. Boom. 12 o'clock. All right, that's 12 noon. Now what we're going to do is adjust the hour hand to whatever time zone we're going to. So let's say it's noon in Texas. We're going to go to LA, so we want to go back 2 hours. So it's going to be 10 a.m. in LA. So we're going to push the crown in one position, and we're going to adjust that local time hand to 10 a.m. So see how you can move that local hour, local time hand, wherever you need it to without messing up your home time zone. So if you're going to be in LA and then all of a sudden you need to fly all the way to New York and now you're going to be ahead 2 hours, you can easily do that with just adjusting only that one hand. This is a true GMT. That is freaking awesome. I dig that. That is something that I really like a lot. And then of course it is hacking. Pull the crown all the way out, the second hand stops. Isn't that a great, I mean, this is just an awesome little watch. You can't beat it. So I'm going to put all the hands here to somewhere where we can see kind of everything on the dial. All right. So there's a testament to accuracy. Now, another thing that Grand Seiko is notorious for is the finishing. Grand Seiko is notorious for doing Zaratsu polished cases. So all the sharp lines and all the surfaces and all the edges that you've seen here, they're so highly polished. And I know I've scratched them up a little bit here and there, but just barely. I am very rough with this watch. I've taken it into bodies of water. I have beaten it up at the gym sometimes, on airplanes, smacked my wrist against the wall with it when I've been going in and out of facilities because I work in logistics. And so I am in and out of people's warehouses, and I have smacked it on a lot of different things. And all I take is the cloth and I wipe it down. Or actually, I take literally the cloth that it came with in the box and I wipe it down. And I stuff it in this exact same little cloth pouch to travel with. But that's it. I haven't done much in the sense of cleaning it or anything other than a polishing cloth. This watch, it truly feels way more luxurious, and it punches way above its weight. Let's put it that way. And by the way, the price tag for this watch is around $3,000. So a Rolex Explorer 2 is going to start somewhere in the $7,000 to $8,000 price range. GMT Master is going to be even more. This is more akin to a Rolex Explorer 2 than anything, but we'll get into that in a second. So it definitely punches way above its price. It's the perfect watch also for everyday versatility. You can wear this in the water. It's got 100 meters of water resistance. You can wear this to a meeting. It's going to look really nice. It's not going to be overpowering. You're not going to embarrass your client who is wearing a Citizen, and you're not going to offend the Rolex guy because you've got a better Rolex than him. This is something that goes very under the radar. It's only 39 millimeters in width. It's about 11.5 millimeters thick. It's just got a great size to wear underneath a dress shirt, underneath a sport coat. It's not going to get caught on anything. It's going to look proper. And then as you back away from the watch a little bit, I'm just kind of pulling it a little bit further back over here. You can barely see the 24-hour dial, so it kind of looks more like a dress watch. So at night, at dinners or at meetings or at a banquet when it's a little bit lower lit, it literally looks more like a straight up just dress watch. And in fact, I'm going to turn off some of the lights here. The hour markers catch the light a little bit to sparkle. It makes it look even dressier. And then when you go back into your customer's warehouse or into the offices at your place where you work, you can see more of the sportiness of the 24-hour bezel. So this is a very versatile watch. It just does a lot, and it's perfect for beating up a little bit and not being too stressed out that you're destroying your $12,000 watch. This is a true sleeper flex of a watch. This will be known by watch enthusiasts but it's not going to be known by the crazy psychos that want to lob off your arm in Brazil and steal your watch. This is one of those watches where you can say, look, I care about the craftsmanship and precision. I just don't care about the hype. So you won't get people complaining, complimenting it like a Rolex, but at the same time, you might get the occasional nerd going like, hey, is that the SBGN003? And yes, it is. This is just a great overall watch. Final verdict. So those are the 5 key points that I love about this watch. It's a great watch. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. I enjoy wearing it. I've enjoyed wearing it, and I will continue to enjoy wearing it for many, many years. You can get these for less than $2,000, sometimes on Joma Shop, Chrono 24, used, of course. I've seen them go as low as $1,500, but $3,000 full retail, and it is an amazing watch. And again, it just looks good. Look at it. Look on the wrist. It looks amazing. One thing that I'm not a huge fan of, my wrist tends to swell by the end of the day. There's no micro adjustment on this watch. You have to literally add or remove a link for the watch. So the 5 things that I like the most, but yet the one caveat that I didn't like so much was the fact that it does not have a micro adjustment on the bracelet. I can live with that though. I just size it up. I size it so it's a little loose, so that way I don't have to worry so much about that. I have it on my left hand right now, even though I am left-handed, and I usually wear it over here, but for video's sake, just for the continuity of you folks being able to see the watch on the wrist, we're going to put it on my left hand here so you can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. This is just an overall great watch. Can be worn with pretty much anything, and you're not going to offend anybody. You're not going to have anybody kind of try to rip it off your hand. You're not going to also go completely unnoticed because it just looks great. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look fabulous? Anyways, be on the lookout for that video coming out on March the 1st for the giveaway of the G-Shock Online Ceramics watch. And thank you again for watching. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think about the videos. I dig this watch.